Hello friends, Miss Natalie here. Today I want to show you how to do the abstract version of the form and value assignment. I'm going to start by opening a new document, a new file. I'm going to make mine 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels and hit create to open. All right, so now I've got this lovely blank canvas that I can start working on. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the colors that I want to use in my gradient. If you see up here, we've got our foreground color and our background color. Right now it's kind of a yellow and black, but I think I want my foreground color to actually be more of a blue. So I clicked there, and now I'm going to choose on the color wheel the main color, and that's actually not a bad light. I'm going to make it a slightly lighter blue, so I'm going to shift it there. So it's a nice light blue, and that is the light color of my gradient. I'm going to click OK. Then I'm going to click on this other little square, that's the background color, and I'm going to choose, oh wow, it's black. So I'm going to take it here so I can see the colors on my color wheel. I'm going to choose that same kind of blue, that's where I was, and make it a nice dark blue. Yeah, make it very dark blue and okay. And then if I go over here to my gradients and I click on gradients, I can see that one of the options is foreground to background, and you can see it goes from that very light blue to the very dark blue. That is the gradient that I need. If I click back on my white canvas, that will stay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to choose the elliptical selection tool. I'm going to choose that. Then I'm going to go over and I'm going to create a new layer. And that's the layer that I'm going to be drawing my spheres on, painting my spheres. All right, so I'm on Paint Layer 2. I just clicked on the plus to create a new layer, and I'm in Layer 2, and I have my elliptical selection tool, and now I am going to click and my mouse and hold it and pull out to make a circle. And then I'm going to go over and I'm going to choose this gradient tool right here, click on that, and then I'm going to go over to my tool options and click on tool options, and I want to choose for my shape a radial shape. That's circular basically, so it's going to make a circular shape of gradient. And I'm going to show you how that works. So I'm going to choose a spot that is not on the edge of my circle, but kind of a little bit more to the center. And I'm going to click, and then I'm going to pull my mouse down to a spot across from there, again, that's not on the edge, but more towards the center, and let go. And that will give me this beautiful gradient that goes out kind of circularly in my sphere, and it really makes it look three-dimensional. So with two clicks, basically, I have created a form that has value. So let's do that again. We'll go over to our elliptical selection tool. We will click and drag to make a circle. We'll go over to our gradient tool. We have it on radial, so we can just choose that spot, click, drag, release, and we've got another sphere. Let's do one more. So, elliptical selection tool, click, make another circle, gradient tool, still on radial. We're going to click, drag, and we've got our third sphere, which is pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to add, jazz it up. I mean, you could stop here. You definitely have form and value, If you want to make it a little bit snazzier, which I highly recommend to get those full points, go down to that paint layer 1 and click on that, and we're going to put in a background. Now we have to remember to deselect this selection. How do we do that? We go up to select in our menu at the top. Between layer and filter is select. If we click there, we can see our second option is deselect, and that just makes that selection go away. All right, and I am going to choose the complementary colors of this blue to be my background. So I'm going to go back to my color choosing option with foreground and background color. I'm going to click on that foreground color, and the complementary color of blue is orange. So I'm going to choose orange, and it's already a nice light orange, so I'm going to keep that. And then background color. Find an orange. That's a good orange, and click OK. And then I'm going to go, and this time I'm going to choose linear for my shape. And then I'm going to start at the bottom right corner and take my line up, not at the very bottom right corner. Just like I didn't start at the very edge of the circle, I'm going to start not at the very edge of my canvas and go up to the top left, but not the very edge there either. And bam, I've got a gradient of oranges now. If I like that, I could save it. If I don't like it, I can, which I'm not sure, I can click the undo last action, and I could make it maybe, yeah, that makes it darker, and I like that. So there I have it. That's the assignment completed. That would definitely get you full points on this assignment. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to Save As. And we are going to save this as abstract. You know what? We're just going to save this as form and value. We don't need to use the word abstract. Form and value. That's what we're going to call it. All right. And then as file type, please go click there and find JPEG image and click on that. And then hit save. And then you're going to want to save it also as a CRITA file. So if you want to come back and change it and change the different layers, you can. So you're going to hit OK. And now you have a file that you can upload to the assignment page and get full points. So go try this out. You can rewind the video. What am I, from the 20th century? Yes, I am actually. You can go back and watch the video again and again and pause it when you need to, and just make some art.